What is going on, everybody? This is Mike from The Last Corvette, and today's video is a little different. Normally I post about cars, boats, motorcycles, or something else in between, but this has everything to do with the Samsung refrigerator. So a quick story, we bought new appliances when we remodeled the kitchen. They're all matching appliances, same thing with the washer and dryer in a laundry room, and honestly I have zero complaints besides the ice maker. It's a known fact. Our friends had similar fridges. They all kind of moved on from the brand, but we still got it, and I just replaced the ice maker. And there are a bunch of good videos from actual service companies and people just servicing their own refrigerators like I did. But this is your typical side-by-side with a, I want to say this is a 3-zone. You got your deli, which is your mid pull-out drawer, side-by-side fridge, and then a freezer on the bottom. But anyway, when we got this fridge about 6 months into ownership, I quickly realized that there was an issue with the ice maker. I made some calls, Googled stuff, and yep, it's a common problem. And what happens is, a lot of it has to do with where the ice maker actually lives. It lives in your refrigerator, which is set, in our case, to 36. Water doesn't freeze at 36, so this is much colder. And, some people say it's the insulation, it's the temperature swings when you get in and out of your refrigerator, just getting food or whatever. But what I started doing is every week I would open up the fridge, pull the ice bucket out, and check for ice, basically. And I would also check for ice buildup, and that's what happens. Most of the time it's from temperature swings, or if you don't use your ice maker, meaning that if you don't actually extract ice from the fridge, a lot of times it'll just keep making ice, and you'll kind of build over, and over time you'll create an ice dam, and ice has nowhere to go. Your ice tray is all packed with ice, and you literally have to yank on the ice bucket itself to remove it. And then the only option you have is either like a blow dryer, or what I started doing is I would just hold these two buttons in. Let me there we go. So these two buttons, if you hold them in for like 6 seconds, they at the same time they will shut off the fridge, and I would just shut it off overnight. It would defrost the ice maker. I would actually pull the ice bucket out, dump the water out, and the water is in there is residual water from the ice tray itself and whatever buildup you got. Put the bucket back in, turn the fridge on, and bam, a couple of hours later you got ice again. So been doing that for a couple of years, kind of a pain in the ass, but whatever. So last time this happened, I did the same routine, shut it off, drained it, nothing. Came home, no ice. Then I tried it again, nothing. So then I actually got the blow dryer, opened up the ice maker, and basically defrosted everything. And if you pull your ice box out, and the reason I'm not going to do it is because there's so many videos on this. I'm actually trying to get to a key part that you should know about. If you pull this out, right on top of the ice maker, there's a little blue button. It could be blue or white. If you push it for like same thing, 6 seconds, you'll hear a chime. That's same sound as like your door alarm. And it'll go through the cycle. It takes about 6 minutes. And if it's complete, it'll make another noise, basically letting you know, hey, your ice maker is good. I did that twice. It went through the cycle every time. Basically what it does, it raises the pause that released the ice, fills up with water, chimes that it's all set, and starts making ice. And then come morning, there'd be nothing in the ice bucket. So I went on and on and on, and I finally just gave in and bought a new ice maker, okay? And the ice maker comes without the cooling coil. The cooling coil is actually part of the fridge. You can watch the videos and see how it all comes apart. It's not that hard. You can do it yourself and save a bunch of money versus calling the repair guy. But here is the trick. With me, if you hold these two buttons for, same thing, about 6 seconds, it'll go through a cycle. And if you have any codes, it'll show the codes. In my case, I had 0 codes. I would defrost the ice maker. It would start making ice but never dump. What I found out is the ice maker has a cooling coil and then a heating coil. In my case, the ice maker failed because the heating coil basically crapped out. What happens is, as you build ice, okay, as you make ice, I should say, right before it dumps, it'll heat up the tray just enough to release the ice so the paws can actually get in there and dump the ice into the bucket. And that was my problem. And the only way you can solve it is $90. You get yourself an OEM part. You can get the part number right off the ice maker when you pulled the ice box. Got it from Amazon, came like a couple days later. We'll call it 20 minutes worth of labor, pretty easy. You can Google the videos, and now it's making ice like new. And it did say this is the upgraded version of the ice maker. So I'll probably make another video and let you guys know if it actually works every time on time. If it's still freezing basically over or creating ice dams. But we'll see. We'll give it a couple of weeks. Right now, the ice box is full of ice, and everything seems to be functioning properly. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say here is this. If your test cycle passes, if you've tried defrosting the ice maker either through the defrost cycle or manually, like I did with a blow dryer, and it's still not dumping ice into the ice bucket, more than likely it's the actual heating coil. Spend $90. Get yourself a new ice maker and you'll be ready to go.